state names Financial Secretary to sit in Inland Revenue Board. PBB targets a clean sweep on GE15. It's official for WILLIE MONGIN. Those are the headlines for tonight. I'm Lorenzo Isaac and this is TVS Nightline. Sarawak has named its State Financial Secretary to represent the state government in the Inland Revenue Board (IRB). Premier Sarawak Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said the Sarawak government seeks his admission to the board.
Previously, Abang Johari disclosed that board decided on a non-governmental representative. However, Sarawak on its stance on candidates from the government and ultimately decided on the State Financial Secretary.
Kita minta wakilnya daripada kerajaan dan kita telah namakan State Financial Secretary to represent Sarawak.
He told reporters after chairing the first meeting of the Supreme Council PBB Sarawak in Kuching on Saturday. Abang Johari added further that the Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Parliament and Law, Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, will be reviewing further on the matter from the law's viewpoint.
Datuk Wan Junaidi akan memberi pandangannya kepada kerajaan persekutuan. Not necessary so. It can be done.
The Parti Pesaka Bumiputera Bersatu PBB has already prepared itself to compete in the upcoming 15th general election. At the same time, PBB targets a clean sweep by retaining all 31 parliamentary seats throughout Sarawak.
According to its president, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, the party has appointed a new vice president, Datuk Amar Douglas Uga Embas, that will chair the committee.
Dan beberapa pemimpin jurukuasa yang akan memulakan jentera pilihan raya untuk general election.
He told reporters after chairing the first Supreme Council of PBB on Saturday. Abang Johari, who is also the chairman of the ruling coalition party, Gabungan Parti Sarawak, said that this will be the first time PBB and GPS will be competing with its own respective strengths.
Now GPS is looking after Sarawak interests. This is the first election, not like before, because GPS on its own. The first one. Dulu kita under BN. This is the first election.
General election.
We are on our own. GPS will contest all 31.
Puncak Borneo Member of Parliament, Datuk WILLIE MONGIN, is now officially Parti Pesaka Bumiputera Bersatu Sarawak PBB. After his application was accepted by the party during its Supreme Council meeting earlier today, the party's chairman, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, has made it clear that WILLIE's admission to the party was without any commitment or conditions.
Masyarakat tadi telah menerima permohonan daripada WILLIE MONGIN untuk menjadi ahli PBB. Without any commitment.
Previously, WILLIE MONGIN won the Puncak Borneo parliamentary seat as the People Justice Party PKR candidate in the 14th general election GE14, defeating the Barisan Nasional BN candidate from PBB, Janot Sinel. The Puncak Borneo MP, who is also the Deputy Plantation Industries and Commodities Minister, has submitted an application to join PBB a few months ago, claiming that all this time he was technically placed in the Bersatu Party to support the previous government under Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin.
Sarawak State's Attorney General A.G. Chambers will study existing anti-party hopping provisions in the state constitution before they are implemented to ensure that they are in line with the recently amended federal constitution. Premier Sarawak Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said Sarawak was in fact the first state to introduce an anti-party hopping law under Article 17 of its constitution, but it was not enforced. He told reporters during a press conference after chairing a Parti Pusaka Bumi Putra Bersatu Supreme Council meeting. The state awaits the findings and recommendations from the AG Chamber to decide on the next course in support of the law under its own provisions. Previously, the Dewan Rakyat had passed the anti-party hopping bill on July 28 by making amendments to the Constitutional Amendment Bill No. 3, 2022 on provisions preventing members of parliament from switching parties. In the past 34 years, Kuching City has seen a successful transformation. Premier Sarawak Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said, from a town, Kuching has now become a clean and smart city in addition to developing successfully.
Dan hari ini 34 tahun kita dapat menyaksikan transformasi yang berlaku kepada Bandaraya Kuching daripada sebuah pekan menjadi sebuah bandaraya yang bersih, bandaraya yang agak smart.
He said this when officiating the Kuching City 34th anniversary celebration on Saturday, August 6. For records, Kuching has been recognized and declared a city on August 1st, 1988. This, at the same time, raises the city's status as the first to get recognition.
A smart city is a concept that uses information and communication technologies to increase operational efficiency, share information with the public, and improve both the quality of government services and citizen welfare. As such, the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, announced that the state government will also reinvent other cities such as Sibu so it can be on par as Kuching City.
And therefore, it is the intention of the government to create smart city in Sarawak. Of course, we have Miri, we have Sibu. Sibu is going to be rejuvenated to be a vibrant city as well as a Kuching. And we have plans to extend our city towards Kuching North as well as Kuching South with basic facility, including the improvement of our public transport.
He added that the continuous effort by the state government to promote Kuching have also obtained international recognition when the capital city of Sarawak has been listed in the United Nations Cultural and Scientific Education Organization UNESCO Creative Cities Network in the category of gastronomy. Furthermore, the development of Kuching will also be expanded with the concept of sustainable development, which covers 7 creative fields, which are craft, arts, media, film, design, literature, music, and gastronomy. Keluarga Malaysia Aspiration Tour held in Kuching, Sarawak received an overwhelmingly positive response with nearly 20,000 visitors has attended during its first day. Commenting on the event, Senior Ministers of Public Works Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof has called upon the public, especially those residing in Kuching district, to not miss the opportunity to visit in order to gain information, programs and benefits from the government.
Sambutan begitu baik sekali. Hari pertama semalam saya mendapat laporan bahawa lebih 19,100 lebih orang yang dah datang berkunjung di sini dengan pelbagai program. Dan hari ini saya kira mungkin lebih ramai. Pertamanya sebab hujung minggu, kedua sebab tak hujan. Semalam hari hujan. Dan insya-Allah saya kira banyak sambutan. Saya memang mengharapkan lebih ramai orang-orang Sarawak khususnya yang tinggal di sekitar Kuching datang.
At the same time, he also said that various programs and exhibitions were organized at this aspiration tour.
Sebab banyak informasi yang ada di sini, mereka boleh dapat pengetahuan dan maklumat-maklumat termasuklah program kerajaan, bantuan-bantuan kerajaan. Siapa yang dalam perniagaan boleh bertanya apakah bantuan-bantuan dalam perniagaan.
He added that his ministry also took part in the tour to showcase the new innovative products. Meanwhile, the mobile planetarium under the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI, is also showcased to give more exposure to school students.
Similarly, many visitors expressed positive reviews on the Keluarga Malaysia Aspiration Tour held in the heart of Kuching City. As such, most visitors commented that the tour provides the best opportunity for the public to acquire information and details, especially on the programs and initiatives distributed by the government.
Perasaan kami amat gembira lah langgar kawasan tu sebabnya membantu untuk mana yang tidak ingin mencari pekerjaan dan langgar kejaya-kejaya sidak situ lah.
Kami rasa best lah sebab ada banyak pameran, ada banyak aktiviti juga. So kami datang tadi nanggar banyak produk-produk Bumi Putra, especially Sarawak Empun lah. So it's a good exposure pasal barang-barang ya. Macam contohnya lokal pun lah. So memang best lah sebab dapat beli barang-barang kita. Kami harap program tu dapat memberi peluang kepada sidak pun ekonomi, maksudnya boleh banyak berjual, and then kepada masyarakat sebab kita kan dah lama COVID nah. So actually good untuk social dan juga financial ekonomi lah.
The Malaysia Agreement 1963 has been a hotly debated topic till today. Being an important document that led to the formation of Malaysia, the matter has gained traction. However, the younger generation are not aware of the rights under MA63. Thereby, education in the school syllabus is needed to inculcate the MA63 struggles.
Greater autonomy, Sarawak autonomy, Sarawak rights, protecting and reclaiming our rights, and even different ways. Because we need constitutional experts to come up with this, legal experts to educate us, to promote our rights here, Sarawak rights. But for the young people, we have to come up with syllabus. We have to come up with textbooks. Guidebooks, etc., workbooks, etc. of them. Perhaps we can start clubs in the school. After all, Sarawak, we have our Minister of Education, Sarawak as well, and through other NGOs. But the government need to sponsor a whole thing so that Sarawak rights, Sarawak autonomy, literacy will be state-sponsored and will be systematic, will be effective. It is not just a hit and run or subject to kind of trigger happy because of certain subject, certain issue, like electoral rights. Election come, they talk about election right. As politically now, you can see that the 18 to 25 was it? The group is coming up. So in other words, after Form 5 or even in Form 5, you are allowed to vote and that kind of thing, right? So the young people, if you know the syllabus, Sarawak as a part in history is very, very flimsy, very sketchy, very small. They were talking about different nationalities, different things about few facts about Sarawak, but they have no space for MA63. So I can fully understand why our young people cannot understand or cannot follow. Even some of our younger adults, they were unaware of all these things. I didn't settle our former Premier, former Chief Minister, and now our YB, Abang Joe, we can see that we are trying to bring up all the good sides of our MA63 and also Federal Constitution. Also, we are campaigning, educating in their ways. But I could see that it is not enough because we need to be very systematic now. If we are not systematic, then they will learn it piecemeal.
Commenting on why many young people are not aware of the rights under MA63, Dr. Voon said the introduction should begin at school.
Safeguards. I have in my hand a copy of federal constitution, and in one article 161E, for example, is talking about what? It's talking about the special rights. Rights of the people, right? Actually, MA63 has a saving clause, okay? Has a security clause also in terms of safeguards as well, translated in the federal constitution. But there is also, as I said, saving clause so that people can change it. People can change the federal constitution through amendments, through etc. But many a times, because of the problems that we, over time, over space, and people forget, people are not looking into it. They were not being stressed. They are ignored. So a lot of laws are repealed, and some laws are added, like our Petronas, 1974, and some other territorial, which are very important to us, and in contradiction with our municipal law, our Sarawak laws, for example. We have a 1958, there is a law that govern our Sarawak land and sea, our resources. We do not need a new MA63. We need a very updated, revised federal constitution, so that federal constitution will reflect the aspiration of Sarawakian and can be traced back to MA63, which is a birth certificate, and more importantly, Chapter 3 IIGC 63, Covert Commission, debate, CPA, and also even Brooks Times, the Adat, yeah? Now the Adat Majlis is the Adat, is very important. All this needs to be seen as one entirety.
Coming up right after the break, disaster management committees activated in Sabah and Sarawak. 50 million ringgit for Pemulih New Biz Financing Program. Right here on TVS Nightline. Stay tuned. Welcome back. State and district disaster management committees in Sabah and Sarawak have been activated and will increase their readiness level following a warning issued by Malaysia.
The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, on a Facebook post stated that the order was issued following the persistent rain, yellow, warning issued by the Met Malaysia for several areas in Sarawak, including Muka, Matu, Dalat and Muka, Bintulu, Tatau and Bintulu, Miri, Subis, Miri and Marudi, and Limbang. The warning issued at 11 p.m. last night also involves Labuan as well as several areas in Sabah, including interiors of Sipitang, Kuala Penyu, and Beaufort, the West Coast, and Kudat.
The government has allocated 50 million ringgit for individuals, including graduates who are keen to start a home-based food business under the Pemulih New Base financing program.
Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said the financing program through Agrobank was also the purchase of machines for food business or the purchase of motorcycles for the purpose of food delivery through the e-hailing platform. Adding further, he said that up to 5,000 ringgit would be offered for the first stage and 10,000 ringgit for the second stage.
Pemohon diberikan moratorium bagi tempoh 6 bulan pertama dan dikenakan 3% kadar keuntungan bagi bulan ke-7 dengan tempoh maksimum pembiayaan sehingga 60 bulan atau 5 tahun.
He said so when launching the 2022 Malaysian Agriculture, Horticulture and Agro-Tourism Exhibition, MAHA 2022. Also present was Agriculture and Food Industries Minister, Datuk Seri Dr. Ronald Kiandi.
Now on to some global affairs. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida will reshuffle his cabinet next week to address mounting issues, including the coronavirus, inflation, Taiwan affairs and economic stimulus measures.
内閣改造については、今、与党とも相談し、来週にも行いたいと思っています。今、新型コロナ 物価高への対応、ウクライナ情勢、台湾情勢、そして今後もですね、防衛力の抜本的な強化、また今、災害のシーズンを迎えています。また、経済対策等についても議論していかなければならない。こうしたさまざまな課題を考えますと、とにかく新しい体制を早くスタートさせたいと、常々思っていました。
His remarks came during a news conference in Hiroshima after attending a commemoration for the 77th anniversary of the world's first atomic bombing in the city, in which UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres was also present. The central government is currently grappling with issues including ones on high prices, the situation in Ukraine and Taiwan, and strengthening Japan's defense capabilities. Kishida did not give any details of his cabinet changes. However, it was earlier reported that he would likely replace Defense Minister Nobuo Kishi. Given his health issues, in the reshuffle scheduled for Wednesday, August 10th.
A group of Mexican police officers have been attacked by a gunman in central Mexico, with the shootout leaving 13 people killed on Saturday, August 6. As a result of the clash, 13 suspected criminals have been killed and 2 more attackers have been detained.
The special operation in the municipality began after the detention of 2 women who said that they had participated in the secret burial of bodies and showed the location of the remains to the law enforcement officers. During the search activities, the task force was attacked by unknown gunmen who tried to hide in one of the houses. During the storming of the building, 10 men and 3 women in body armor were killed. Police officers have seized weapons and 6 cars during the operation.
Photography is an art of observation. It's about finding something interesting in an ordinary place. Tune in to Sejahtera Asia tomorrow with hosts Alexan and Sherin Kezia on guest Ahmad Zaim bin Bolhi, a photographer, 7:45 a.m. only on TVS Astro Channel 122 and My Freeview. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. Just a click away by heading onto our official website at TVSTVMY or follow us on our social media platforms. That's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Jika